Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Naisaro. I will present meeting 7 about memory in this mind mapping. Memory plays an integral part in listening from the moment the first sound hits our ear to our recollection years later of that were said in the construction process. It is the halfway house where sounds and words are stored, and it is the final storehouse for the proposition that are built from them. In the utilization process, it is the place where the new information is stored. As for information is sought and plan action are placed, it is also the asset for the faith and general knowledge that are used in inferring indirect meanings. Memory is a complex cognitive process that plays a fundamental role in our daily lives, influencing how we perceive, learn, and interact with the around us. Factor of memory for first. One, encoding. This is the process of transforming sensory input into a form that can be stored in memory. Second, elaboration, adding meanings of making connection to the information being encoded. Third, theoretic knowledge, relating the information to existing knowledge. Next, retrieval is the process of accessing and bringing into consequence information stored in memory. Next, recognition and recall. Recognizing previously encountered information or recalling it from memory. Next, contextual cues and framing as in environmental cues are precisely and stimuli that aid in retrieval. The next stage of memory, one and sensory memory. Sensory memory refers to brief stores of sensory information. Sensory memory is a memory buffer that lasts only very briefly, and then, unless it is attempted to the first unformed processing is forgotten. The purpose of sensory memory is to give the brain some time to process the incoming sensation and to allow us to see the world as an unbroken stream of events rather than as individual pieces. Visual sensory is known as iconic memory. Iconic memory was first studied by the psychologist George Spelling. Example figures measuring iconic memory. Short-term memory. Short-term memory is the place where small amounts of information can be temporarily kept for more than a few seconds, but usually for less than 1 minute. Information in short-term memory is not stored permanently, but rather becomes available for use the process and the processes that we use to make sense of, modify, interpret, and store information in SDM are known as working memory. Long-term memory. Long-term memory, or LTM, memory storage that can hold information for days, months, and years. The capacity of long-term memory is large, and there is no now limit to what we can remember. Also, we might forget at least some information after we learn it. Other things will stay with us forever. In the next section, we will discuss the principle of long-term memory. Types of memory. First, semantic memory. These types of memory refer to the stored and retrieval or general knowledge and faith about the world. It is characterized by the ability to recall factual information without the need for specific content or personal experience. Examples of semantic memory include knowing the capital of a country, the definition of a word, or the concept of time. The next of episodic memory. Episodic memory is the ability to recall specific events or experiences from one's life. These memories are often associated with specific times, place, and emotions. They are typically recalled consciously and involve the recollection of personal experiences, such as remembering a birthday celebration or a first date. And the last, procedural memory. Procedural memory is the ability to recall how to perform specific tasks or skills. These types of memory is often referred to as muscle memory because it involves the automatic recall of motor action, such as riding a bike or type on a keyboard. Procedural memories are typically retrieved subconsciously and do not require conscious recall. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.